to get started here. Leading things off, it's Johanna Schrader for the Shockers, a left-handed hitter, stepping up to the plate. Krieger looks in, the wind and the first pitch. Misses away for a ball. Umpires for this one. Behind home plate, Mark Brown. Over at first base, Johnny Paz. And at second base, Brian Crochet. One-0. Swung on, fouled back. Evens up the count 1-1. So the leadoff batter, Johanna Schrader, a senior from Stockton, California, transferred to Wichita State from Stanford. So it evens up the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch. This one hit up hard up the middle. It'll be a leadoff single for Wichita State. Just under the glove of the pitcher, Krieger. So the Shockers have the leadoff batter on. That'll bring up the second baseman, Cammie Smith. There's number 9, a 5'8" freshman from Sapulpa, Oklahoma. First pitch to her. Lifted in the air, shallow center. Gussman waving everybody off, and she makes the grab for out number 1. Again, Gussman out in center field today as Brooklyn Carter, along with Avery Waddell and Jensen Vienne, all out sick. So they're at home right now resting. So the freshman Gussman gets the start in center field for the Bears. 1 on, 1 out. That'll bring up the third baseman, Asha Moore, right-handed hitter. First pitch to her. Over the outside corner. Good pitch. Moore, a 5'9" sophomore from Del City, Oklahoma. Played last year at North Texas. I think I remember when Baylor played a game against UNT, seeing her. Good athlete. Pitch. Grounded to first, fielded cleanly by Marshall, steps on the back, throws back to second. The tag is not in time of Schrader. So Schrader advances to second, and there's 2 away. So the new batter will be the catcher, Gabby Scott. First pitch to her, watches it, right down the middle, called strike. One on, a runner at second here in the top of the first. Krieger looking in. The wind and the pitch. Lays off one up and out of the zone. Scott, again, the starting catcher today, a 5'3" sophomore from Angleton, Texas. One of 8 Texans on this Shocker roster. Pitch. Outside corner, called strike. Pitch. Just off the end of the bat. Scott fouls it away, stays alive. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strike. Here's the wind and the pitch. Misses outside. Ball 2. Evens up the count. Krieger has her sign. Again, it's a 2 ball, 2 strike count. Pitch. Line shot just past the diving first baseman Marshall. It is a foul ball, though. Nice attempt by 00 over there. And the pitch swung on, popped up in the air behind home plate. Catch unable to be made there by Flores as she was going towards the Baylor dugout. So Scott stays alive there. Again, it's a 2-ball, 2-strike count. We got 2 away. And the pitch came in on her. Count is now full. Schrader standing at second base had a leadoff single, advanced when Moore grounded out to first. Just underway here, Baylor and Wichita State. The wind and the pitch. Off the end of the bat, foul ball. So we'll do it again. Full count. Krieger's ready. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 4. Scott battles there and draws the 2-out walk. So the first baseman, Kinsey Woody, will come up to the plate. Right-handed hitter. 5'8" freshman from Westphalia, Missouri. Krieger looking. She's ready, and the pitch. Called strike. Nips the corner there. This pitch a little bit further outside. It's a ball. Krieger looking down in this rematch of an entertaining game last night, one that saw Baylor win 3-2. Here comes the pitch. Ball outside. 2-1 count. Baylor will finish out the Getterman Classic tomorrow with 1 game. Then they get a day off. They'll play on Tuesday here against South Dakota State, a 5 o'clock start for that one. This one, a grounder up the middle, going to be stopped by Tobin. She tries to flip it to second, can't. The throw home, not in time. So Tobin had to go behind the bag, thought about flipping it to second to get the force, couldn't get it out in time. They throw home, unable to get the runner there. Watch the replay here for those on ESPN. Throw home. Slide is there in time. So it's 1-0 Wichita State. RBI single there for Woody. Michaela Tosh at the plate. First pitch to her is a swung on and a foul ball. Runners at first and second. 2 away for Tosh. 5'7" junior from Rosenberg, Texas. Transferred to Wichita State from McLennan Community College right here in Waco. Pitch hits the outside corner, called strike. Here's the pitch. A 1-2 count now. Krieger trying to get out of this inning, only giving up 1 run. We'll see. Here comes the wind and the delivery. Up and away, ball 2. And the pitch swung on, popped up, foul back behind home plate. Will roll into the stands. Count remains 2-2. Wichita State with a run in here, top of the first. They have 2 runners on. And the pitch. Little slow roller. Tobin has it at short, fires to first in time, and the inning is over. But not before Wichita State strikes first. They get a run on a pair of hits. To the bottom half of the inning we go. This is Baylor softball. He's your catcher, batting 8th. Kagan Marshall, one of 3 freshmen in the lineup. She's starting at first base, batting 9th, the right fielder, Samaya Jones. And they're going against Riley Neihart, wears number 13 for the Shockers. She is just a sophomore, was the co-freshman of the year in the American Conference last year. A 5'5" sophomore out of Alvin, Texas. So Amber Tobin will lead things off for the Bears. Amber so far this year 2 for 8 at the plate. Both of her hits home runs. Left-handed hitter steps into the batter's box. And the pitch. First pitch swinging, swung on under the glove of the second baseman Smith into right field. Bears get the leadoff batter on. So runner at first, Faith Piper will be the new batter. That leadoff batter or leadoff hit there for Amber is going to be an error on the second baseman Smith. So Faith Piper at the plate now. Runner at first, nobody out. Here comes the pitch to Piper. Little bunt right side. Could be a close play. Throw to first. Not in time, says first base umpire Johnny Paz. So a bunt single there for Faith Piper. And the Bears are in business. Runners at first and second, nobody out. So 2 on, nobody out. That'll bring up the left fielder, Carrington Dawson. Dawson off to a great start this year. 5 for 8 at the plate and has a couple of runs scored. Left-handed hitter. And the pitch. But it's low. She showed bunt for just a second there. Dawson had an outstanding freshman campaign. Looking good so far this year as a sophomore. 5'11". She's from Beaumont, out in southeast Texas. Has a 1-0 count. Pitch. Tried to bunt it, couldn't. Or didn't pull the bat back in time. Either way, it's a strike. Makes it a 1-ball, 1-strike count. You got Tobin at second base. Faith Piper at first base. Dawson at the plate. Pitch. Big cut, swung on, fouled straight back. Strike 2. 1-2 count. And the pitch. Little chopper stopped by the pitcher, throws back to first base in time. Everybody moves up a base. Neihart snagged it. Only play was over to first. So Tobin's at third, Piper at second. The batter is now Leah Cran, the third baseman for the Bears.
At the plate for the Bears, number 1, Leah Cran.
So Leah Cran, the lefty, steps in there. Or right-hand hitter, excuse me. She's 3 for 9 so far this season. First pitch to her, watches it. It's in the dirt for a ball. And the pitch. Misses inside for a ball. Two-0 count to Leah Cran. Nyhart looks in. She's ready. Here comes the pitch. Swung on. A chopper to second. The only play will be it to first. They get the play there. However, a run will score, and then that's up the ball game. One run apiece. So an RBI ground out there for Leah Cran. As Tobin scores easily. So Leah did her job there. Moves the runners up. Piper stands at third base now. That'll bring up the freshman designated player, Olivia Bittner. Left-handed hitter. First pitch to her. Hits the outside corner for a called strike. Bittner is 2 for 6 so far this season. Here's the wind and the pitch. Off-speed pitch drops into the zone for a called strike. She's behind in the count, 0-2. And the pitch. Up and away, gets past the catcher. They're going to try and score, and they will. A wild pitch brings in Faith Piper. Bears now lead it 2-1. That one just too tall for the catcher, Scott. And the Bears have a couple runs in the inning. This one hits her. Gets hit by a pitch, and she'll trot on over to first base. So Bittner hit by a pitch. And the Bears inning will continue. So Gianna Gusman will come up to the plate now, getting the start in center field tonight, as Brooklyn Carter is out sick. Gusman, a left-handed hitting freshman. She's 2 for 6 at the plate this year. First pitch, watches it, outside, ball one. This one comes inside a bit for a ball. And the pitch. This is outside, ball. 2-0 count. So 3 balls, no strikes. Got a runner at first base. And the pitch. That one's right down the middle. Gusman was taking all the way there. So 3-1 count. Nyhart looking in. And the pitch. Swung on, just does get a piece of it. Grounded foul. Count will run full. Got Olivia Bittner standing at first base for the Bears. Three-two pitch. Lifted in the air. Shallow. Or really actually right at third base. Moore's under it, makes the grab, and the inning is over. Bears get 2 runs on 1 hit. Classic. Bears will play one more game tomorrow against Northwestern State. So it'll be Trinity Allen, the designated player, leading things off for Wichita State. Krieger's ready. And the pitch. First pitch swinging, grounder to second. Piper scoops it up. Throws to first, one away. One pitch, one out. So one away. Chloe Ryan will be the new batter. She's getting the start at shortstop today for Wichita State. Here's number 1. She's a 5'3" senior from Erie, Colorado. Takes the first pitch outside. It's ball 1. One 0. That one's inside, makes it a 2-0 count. Two balls, no strikes. Pitch. Grounded over to third. Leah bobbles it. Can she gather it? Yes. Throws to first in time. And there's 2 away. Didn't quite cleanly get it, but Leah didn't panic. Scooped it up. Throws to first. Beats her by a couple steps. 2 outs, nobody on base. The center fielder, Jody Epperson, coming up to the plate now. First pitch to Epperson. Outside corner, called strike. Epperson is a 5'3" senior from Combine, Texas. That one's outside for a ball. Oh, check that. Spoke too soon. Excuse me. That was hits the corner, and we have an 0-2 count. That's why you wait to see the umpire's hand go up. So Krieger ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. The wind and the pitch just misses outside. So 1-2 count here in the top of the second inning. Krieger's ready. Pitch popped up behind home plate. Foul ball. Hits the net behind home. So once again, a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Lifted foul behind home plate. We'll do it again. Here comes the pitch. Outside. Lays off that one. Evens up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Time is called as the pitcher Krieger has to adjust something there on her arm. Likely the watches they are, or the armbands that the players wear to know what the call is each time. It's a pretty cool system. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Krieger's ready. Here comes the pitch. This one lifted right side, takes a couple steps in. Jones makes the grab, and the inning is over. A 1-2-3 top of the second inning for the Bears. Due up in the bottom half, 2-1 over Wichita State. Wichita State scored 1 run in the top of the first inning. Baylor answered it with 2 runs of their own. It'll be Abby Flores, Kagan Marshall, and Samaya Jones due up for the Bears this inning. Abby Flores getting the started catcher for Baylor. Flores, a junior from Beaumont. 1 for 3 at the plate so far this year. First pitch to Abby. Watches it. It's low for a ball. Pitch. Hits her in the middle of the back. So she'll trot on down to first base. That one stings. Second hit batter of the day by Nyhart. So Kagan Marshall will be the new batter. Time is called now as Wichita State's going to have a conference here in the circle. Glenn Moore giving some words of encouragement to his freshman hitter, Kagan Marshall. There's 0-0 for the Bears. Conversation still going out in the circle. Home plate umpire Mark Brown walking out there to probably tell him it needs to end at some point here so we can get back to action. That conversation is over. Looks like we're ready to get back at it. Saturday night in Waco. A warm Saturday night. It was around 70 degrees at first pitch here in February. So Kagan Marshall at the plate, still looking for her first hit as a Baylor Bear. The freshman 0 for 4 so far. Nyhart steps on the rubber. Here comes the pitch. Low for a ball. At the pitch. This one popped up right side, looks to be playable. In foul territory, the first baseman, Woody, makes the grab. By the coaching box over there, and we have one away. So 1 out. Runner still at first base in Flores. That'll bring up the right fielder, Samaya Jones. Jones also looking for her first hit as a Baylor Bear. She's 0 for 6 at the plate so far. Comes up with a runner at first. And one away. First pitch. In there. Strike. Oh, 1 count. High. Ball. Flores took a big lead there off of first. The catcher, Scott, looks her back. Pitch. That one finds the strike zone. The 1-2 lifted right side. The second baseman out onto the turf to make the catch is Smith, and we've got 2 outs. 2 outs, runner at first base. That'll bring up the shortstop, Amber Tobin. She reached on an error in the first inning. Ended up coming around to score. Comes up here again with 2 outs and a runner at first. Pitch. Watches it right in there. Called strike. This one in the dirt, ball. One count to Tobin. Pitch inside, ball 2. Again, we've got Flores standing at first base. She started the inning getting hit by a pitch. That one misses. Ball 3. Faith Piper on deck for the Bears. This one up and away, ball 4. So the Bears now have runners at first and second with 2 away. See if they can take advantage here as Faith Piper will step up to the plate. Piper, she walked in the first inning, or excuse me, she got a base hit and came around to score on a wild pitch. Glenn Moore talking with home plate umpire Mark Brown. I suspect we'll have a runner coming in for Amber Tobin. And that is the case. Looks like Gigi Lindsay, the sophomore, will come in and run at second base. So Lindsay, the new runner, actually for Flores. Yeah, Lindsay's coming to run for Abby Flores. So Faith Piper steps up. Again, she singled and scored last inning. And the pitch. Misses for a ball. And the pitch. That one finds the strike zone, evens up the count 1-1. 34th pitch already for the right-hander Neihart in the circle for the Shockers. The 1-1. Good pitch, outside corner. 1-2 now, the count. Pitch low for a ball. So it makes it a 2-2 count. Again, the Bears have a couple runners on here. The lefty Piper at the plate. Pitch. This one grounded off the pitcher Nyhart. She gets it, throws to first. Not going to be. Oh, they say she got her. Wow, I think they're going to review this one. I feel quite confident they're going to review it. Megan Diaz, the first base coach for Baylor, said, she was safe. Let's watch the replay for everybody with us on ESPN here. That's pretty close, I got to say. This is a better angle here. All right, let's see. When does her foot hit the bag and when does the ball get into the glove?
The call on the field is the runner is out at first base. Woo. Baylor is challenging that play.
I got to tell you, it's very close. Bang, bang play over there. Definitely worth a review if you're Baylor. Keep this inning going. We'll go ahead and stay here during the review as they go take a look at this one. Once again, just repeating for those that may not know exactly how this works. With the review, yes, there's the angles that you're seeing here on ESPN, but also there are cameras set up throughout the stadium that have permanent shots at all of the bases and down the line so they can get as many looks as possible. So the umpires will go into a little room out in right field and then talk to the head of the replay here. The head of the replay, who's actually in the same booth I am up here in the press box, is talking to the umpires, and they're saying, hey, what do you have? What angles do you have? Give me this shot. I want this shot. And then they'll say, all right, we're either going to keep the call, we'll either overturn it or keep it. And then they will come out on the field and let us all know what the decision was. This was a bang-bang play. When I saw it live, I thought, oh yeah, she was safe, no doubt about it. After watching the replay, I couldn't tell, to be real honest. So it just kind of depended if they have any better looks than what we had there. Man, it was really close. All right, here comes another replay here on ESPN. Watch her foot. I think she got her foot in just before the catch was secured there. But that's really hard. I think she's going to be safe. I think she is. But we'll see. Yeah, so they are going to overrule
After
it and
review,
say she's safe.
The call on the field is changed. Runner safe.
That was a tough one.
Baylor retains their challenge. They have 2 challenges remaining.
No one likes to stand up for umpires sometimes, but my goodness, if you're watching that live, it was a centimeter difference right there. So that's why you have video review. So that'll be overturned, and now Piper standing at first base, and the bases are loaded. Got Lindsay at third, Tobin at second, Piper at first. Carrington Dawson, the new batter. She's 0 for 1 today, grounded out last inning. Comes up here with the bases loaded and 2 away. The wind and the pitch. Misses inside for a ball. So that'll be a base hit for Faith Piper. An infield single. Pitch. Good one on the inside corner. Just clips that corner, makes it a 1-ball, 1-strike count. And the pitch. In there. Called strike. Good looking off speed pitch. Drops right in there for a called strike. And the pitch. This one, a chopper up the middle. The throw to second base. Do they get her? Yes, they get the force at second, and the inning is over. Nice play by the shortstop, Ryan. Had to move quite a bit to her left. She flips it to the second baseman, Smith, and the inning is over. Bears started some Several games have gone final, but some final scores of note. Oklahoma State beats Cal by a score of 15-2. BYU drops one to Penn State 4-3. And how about this score? Just went final. Number 1 Texas Tech 3, number 11 Texas A&M 2. So a good game in College Station. Texas Tech beats Texas A&M by a score of 3-2. Top of the third inning here. Top of the order coming up to the plate for the Shockers. Johanna Schrader. She singled and scored in the first inning. First pitch to her. And she's swinging. Grounder to short. Amber has it. Throws to first. One away. One up, one down. So one out, nobody on base. The second baseman, Cammie Smith, is the new batter. She's 0 for 1. Flied out to center field in the first inning. Low for a ball. And the pitch. This one grounded to third. Leah fields it. Chucks it over to first base in time. 2 up, 2 down. So 2 outs. Third baseman Asha Moore will be the new batter. She's 0 for 1, grounded out back in the first inning. Right-handed hitter Asha Moore. That one misses. One 0 count. Pitch. Outside. Two balls, no strikes to Moore. Krieger ready. Pitch. A little bit outside. Ball 3. 3-0 count. Time is called. Flores will go out there and have a few words with Krieger. Do see a little bit of action in the Baylor bullpen. We're here in the top of the third inning. Bears lead it by a score of 2-1. Conversation's over. Ready to get back at it now. And the pitch up and away. Ball 4. So a 2-out walk to Asha Moore. So Gabby Scott, the new batter. She walked in the first inning. First pitch misses, or excuse me, hits the outside corner. Here's the pitch, swing, and a miss. Makes it an 0-2 count. Bit outside, gets away from the catcher. She's going to throw down to second. Comes back not in time. So that'll be Maybe a pass ball. Just kind of popped out of her glove there. But Moore moves to second. And the pitch. This one line but foul down the right side. Marshall was there. Here comes the pitch. This one grounded to third. Cran has it over to first in time, and the inning is over. So the 2-out walk does not come back to hurt the Bears, and the inning is over. On to the bottom of the third we go. Baylor leading it 2-1. You're listening to Baylor Bears softball here on the Baylor. Well, I listened to the advertising. I stopped by there for lunch today. Got me a turkey sandwich. It was good. Things are good so far here for the Baylor Bears. They lead it 2-1 as we get rolling here in the bottom of the third inning. It'll be Leah Cran, Olivia Bittner, and Gianna Gussman due up for the Bears this inning. First pitch swinging, ropes it to left field. Oh, nice grab though by Tosh out there. A line shot, but she was on it from the get-go, makes the grab, and there's one away. Tough luck out for Leah Cran. She smoked it down the line. But well played in the outfield by Tosh. So 1 out, nobody on base. Olivia Bittner will be the new batter. She was hit by a pitch in the first inning. First pitch to her, that one finds the strike zone. It's a no ball, 1 strike count. And the pitch. Misses away for a ball. So Olivia Bittner, talented freshman. She stands 5'6" from Denton. Went to Ryan High School up there in the DFW area. Has a 0-1 count here. 1-1 count, excuse me. Pitch. That one got away from the pitcher. Nyhard. It skips up in front of the plate. Ball 2. 2-1 the count. And the pitch. A bit inside. Ball 3. 3-1 count. And the pitch. High fly ball. This one's in left field. A little easier play this time for Tosh. She makes the grab, and there's 2 away. Two up, 2 down. Gianna Gussman, another freshman coming up to the plate. She's 0 for 1, flying out to the third baseman to end the first inning. First pitch misses. 1-0 count. To the lefty Gussman. Here's the wind and the pitch. That one foul tip back into the glove of the catcher, Scott, for a called strike, for a strike, I should say. Pitch. Good eye. Lays off that one low and away. Ball 2. Good game at the Foster Pavilion right now. Baylor women's basketball team ranked 15th in the nation, leading 67-64 with about 6 seconds to go in the game. Here's the 2-1 to Gussman. Little looper right to the shortstop, Ryan. She makes about 2 steps in, makes the catch, and the inning is orthopedics. Top of the 4th inning, Baylor leading it by a score of 2-1. All the action came in the first inning of this one. It's been all zeros since that first inning. It'll be Woody, Tosh, and Allen due up. As we get rolling here. So Kinsey Woody will lead things off. Right-handed hitter. She had an RBI single in the first inning in her only other at bat. Watches the first pitch, called strike. Another pitch over the outside corner, called strike. Cambry Krieger gone 3 innings so far, 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned. Does have a couple of walks, no strikeouts. .51 pitches so far. That one doesn't find the zone. Trying to nibble the corner there, but a little bit outside. Here comes the 1-2. Just misses outside, ball 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Woody, the leadoff batter. And the pitch. Little slow roller right side in foul territory. Marshall's over there, but it was a foul ball. So we'll do it again. Count remains 2-2. And the pitch outside for a ball. So the count is full. Here's the payoff pitch. Lifted foul and out of play. So once again, we got a full count to the leadoff batter, Woody. Pitch. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Woody thought it was ball 4. Not so, says home plate umpire Mark Brown. The first strikeout of the evening for Krieger. Looks like we have a pinch hitter coming in for Wichita State. It's going to be Brooklyn Levonick. We saw her last night in the Shocker lineup. Brooklyn Levonick coming up to the plate. A 5'7" sophomore from Mont Belvieu, Texas. Went to Barbers Hill High School. So Levonick, the batter. Left-handed hitter. And the pitch misses away for a ball. And the pitch lifted foul, out of play. One count. Low and away for a ball. 2-1 the count. And the pitch. Foul ball. Good cut, lifts it straight back. This one, hard hit ball just above the Baylor dugout along the third base side. And the count's 2-2. Two balls, two strikes, one out. Pitch. Grounded to second. Faith moving to her right, goes to her knees and makes the throw, and there's two away. Nice play there by the sophomore Faith Piper. Put a gold star by that one. The freshman. Let's take another look here on ESPN. Had to dive to her right, stop it, then gather herself, throws from her knees. Two away. The new batter will be the designated player, Trinity Allen. She's 0 for 1, grounded out in the second inning. Low for a ball. That one's a called strike. Nice pitch. One in the dirt. Gets away from the catcher, Abby Flores. Bears have Flores behind home plate. Of course, Krieger is your pitcher. Over at first is Marshall. Second is Piper. Short Tobin. Third base is Leah Cran. Out in left field is Dawson. Center field Gusman. Right field is Jones. In case you're wondering where Brooklyn Carter is, if you didn't join us or if you didn't hear earlier, she's out sick today, unavailable for the Bears. So Gusman gets her first start in center field. This one swung on. Rolls foul. Brooklyn Carter, a preseason All Big 12 performer. An outstanding campaign last year for the Bears. So it's a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Pitch. This one, grounder. Marshall has it. She'll keep it herself. Steps on the bag. And the inning is over. How about a 1-2-3 top of the fourth inning? That's exactly what the Bears got. We move to the bottom half of the frame. Flores, Marshall, Jones due up for the Bears. They lead it 2-1. Abby Flores is due up first for the Bears. The Baylor catcher was hit by a pitch back in the second inning when she came up. And she'll lead things off for the Bears here. So the lefty Flores steps in there. Watches the first pitch. Misses away for a ball. Neihart gone the whole way so far here. 3 innings pitched, 2 hits, 2 runs. 1 of them earned, has walked 1 batter, no strikeouts. The sophomore right-hander for Wichita State. 1-0 pitch will miss outside. It's ball 2. 2-0 the count now to number 95, Abby Flores. That one misses the strike zone as well. So she's now ahead in the count. 3 balls, no strikes. Got Marshall on deck for the Bears. See if she has the green light here. She'll watch it in there. Called strike. Makes it a 3-1 count. So 3 balls, 1 strike. Pitch up high, ball 4. So Abby Flores draws the leadoff walk. Bears looking for some added runs here, hanging on to a 1-run lead, up 2-1. So the freshman Kagan Marshall will come up to the plate. She's 0 for 1 this evening, popped up in foul territory in the second inning. Pitch, bunt, back to the pitcher. Neihart's only plays to first, throws it, and she's safe. It's going to be a bang-bang play. The throw is wide. The second baseman covering Smith, unable to squeeze it. And the Bears are in business. Runners at first and second. Let's watch the replay here on ESPN. It was going to be a close play. I think she's going to be safe either way. Bears have runners at first and second. Samaya Jones will be the next batter. Nice bunt there by Marshall, by the way. Freshman doing her job. And that will be a bunt single for Marshall. Her first hit as a Baylor Bear. Here comes another bunt. This one fielded cleanly by Neihart. Throws to first, and the runners will advance. So a successful sacrifice bunt there for Samaya Jones. So the Bears now have runners at second and third with 1 away. Top of the order, Amber Tobin will be the new batter. She's reached both times she's come to the plate today. She reached on an error in the first inning and scored, and she walked in the second inning. That one misses outside for a ball. So it's a 1-0 count. Pitch swung on. It's a foul ball. One ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. A bit inside for a ball. Makes it a 2-1 count. Bears have Abby Flores at third, Kagan Marshall at second. There's 1 out. Amber Tobin is the batter. 2-1 count. Pitch. This one hard hit ball to right field. Base hit. It's going all the way to the wall. This will be extra bases. 2 runs will score. Amber Tobin's going to try and make it 3. She slides in there. She is out. So she gets the double, tried to turn it into a triple, but it does bring in a couple of runs. Bears now lead it by a score of 4-1. She roped that one down the line and right. Trying to get the triple, just couldn't quite slide in there in time. So there's now 2 outs. Bases clear. Faith Piper will be the new batter. So some big hits this weekend for Amber Tobin, to say the least. This one swung on, lifted foul, will be above the Baylor dugout. That was one Glenmore was not upset. First of all, he may have told her to go to third. I didn't see, but he appreciated the aggressiveness there by Amber. Didn't hesitate. She was trying to get 3. So Bears lead it 4-1 now. And the pitch misses away for a ball. This one a little slow roller back to the pitcher. It's fielded cleanly in time, and the inning is over, but the Bears get a couple of runs. Their lead is now 4-1. This is Baylor softball here on the Baylor Sports Media Network. I'm back. Chloe Ryan, she takes the first pitch for a called strike. Baylor leading it 4-1 thanks to that 2-run double by Amber Tobin in the bottom of the 4th inning. Chloe Ryan, Jody Epperson, and Johanna Schrader due up this inning for the Shockers. One. This one fouled back and out of play. Makes it a 1-2 count. 71 pitches for Krieger so far for the Baylor Bears. 4 innings pitched, given up 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned, a couple of walks and a strikeout. Pitch. This one grounded to short. Amber has it, moving to her right, throws over to first base in time, and we've got one away. So you know you've got a good shortstop there. Makes the plays like that look easy when they really aren't sometimes. Nice throw across her body. 1 out. So Jody Epperson will be the new batter. Right-handed hitter. She's 0 for 1, flied out. Back in the 2nd inning. First pitch to her misses low for a ball. Pitch. In there. Strike. Makes it a 1-1 count. Little grounder to third. Leah scoops it up, kind of bobbles it for a second. She's off the bag, but well, she wasn't. Kept her foot on there. Nice job, Marshall, keeping her foot on the bag. That's what Wichita State coach Christy Bredbender wants to talk about. I think she wants a review of this one. First glance, to me, it looked like her foot was off the bag. But again, that's why we have reviews here. Just to my naked eye, it looked like that Marshall's foot was off the bag. But again, I'm 100 feet away here in the press box. We'll have some cameras that'll give us a better look. They're talking about it first. All right, here comes a review on ESPN. See right there, I can't tell if her toe is still on the bag. I mean, the throw beat the runner there. And here comes the umpires to talk to Glenn Moore. They may be saying, they may have conferred first as a group and said, actually, I think her foot was off the bag. Because I saw one of the umpires say, I think her foot was off the bag. So they may actually be changing the call on the field. Take another look here. See, right there, looked like her toe was still on, possibly. So let's hear what they have to say.
The ruling on the field is a pull foot. The runner is safe. Baylor is challenging that call. The play is under further review.
All right, so they are going to review it. We'll take a 60-second break as they review this one. This is Baylor softball here on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
The official shot just Baylor.
Still taking a closer look at this one. The call on the field was that the runner was safe. The foot was off the bag. So the Bears decided to go ahead and challenge it. If it stands, Wichita State will have a runner at first base with one away. On the field was safe at first. Those watching on ESPN can see a replay here. Close play there. This is a better view possibly. Here come the umpires with their decision.
After review, the call on the field is upheld. Pull foot, runner is safe. Baylor has one challenge remaining.
So the call on the field is upheld. The runner is safe. So Jody Epperson safe at first base. To the top of the order we go. Johanna Schrader, the new batter. Jonna Schrader, excuse me. She is 1 for 2 today. Singled and scored in the first, grounded out back in the third inning. Pitch. This one swung on, fouled back and out of play. Makes it an 0-1 count. Krieger's ready. The pitch. Right down Main Street, called strike, 0-2 count. Here's the 0-2. Misses outside for a ball. 1-2 now the count. Misses low for a ball. Here comes the 2-2. Just gets a piece of that one, stays alive. Count will remain 2-2. Wichita State with its 1 run in the top of the first. Baylor with 2 runs in the bottom of the first, 2 runs in the bottom of the fourth, and that's where we stand now, leading by a score of 4-1. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Fooled her there. She was late. And that's a strikeout for Krieger, her second of the night. So 2 outs, a runner at first base. That'll bring up the second baseman, Cammie Smith. She's 0 for 2. Popped up to center field in the first inning. Grounded out to third in the third inning. First pitch to her, gonna miss a little bit low, ball 1. So 1-0 count. And the pitch. Over the outside corner, it's a called strike. Pitch low for a ball. Two-1 count. This one roped into left field. That's going to be a base hit. Dawson quickly gets in front of it to keep the runners at first and second, but a couple of base runners now for the Shockers, and they're threatening here in the top of the 5th inning. That's the first hit for Wichita State since the first inning. So 2 on, 2 out. Asha Moore will be the new batter. She's 0 for 1. Grounded out in the first inning, reached on a walk in the third. A right-handed hitter at the plate. And the pitch. Off the end of the bat, foul ball. Outside, ball. Two-0 count. The wind and the pitch. This one, a little slow roller to second. Piper has it, fires to first base, and the inning is over. So Wichita State threatens. They get a couple runners on, but no runs come across. Baylor still leads it by a score of 4-1. Bears softball. Bottom of the 5th inning, Baylor leading it by a score of 4-1. It'll be Carrington Dawson leading off for the Bears. She's 0 for 2 today. 5 for 10 at the plate so far this season, hitting a cool 500.
Leading off bottom of the 5th inning for your Baylor. It's number 42, Carrington Dawson.
So Dawson will step up to the plate. First pitch to Dawson misses. In there, strike. But I gotta stop doing that. I gotta wait for home plate umpire Mark Brown to put the arm up or don't put the arm up. Either way, it's a strike right there. 0-1 count. And the pitch. Little roller, going to be a foul ball. Dawson behind in the count, 0-2. Oh-2 pitch, good eye, lays off that one. It's low for a ball. Pitch, swung on, grounder, right side. Could be a close play here. Off the bag, the first baseman made a heck of an effort, Woody. She was the only one who could grab it. She moved to her right, snagged it, dove toward the bag, but it was too late. Dawson just too fast there. That'll be an infield single for Carrington Dawson, her 6th hit of the year. So 1 on. Nobody out. Leah Cran will be the new batter. She is 0 for 2. Does have an RBI though. An RBI ground out back in the 1st inning. First pitch to Leah. This one base hit to left field. She saw what she liked. She swung at it, and the Bears have back-to-back singles to get things rolling here in the top of the 5th. So 2 on, nobody out. Olivia Bittner will be the new batter. Bittner coming up to the plate. She's 0 for 1, was hit by a pitch in the 1st inning. Left-handed hitter. First pitch to her. She'll watch it. Good eye, ball 1. This one rolling foul. This one hard hit ball. Oh, a nice diving stop by the second baseman Smith. She throws out the runner at first. That saves a run and gets it out. Outstanding effort by Smith. Diving to her left. That gets past her. At least 1 run will score. So Gianna Gusman will be the new batter. Dawson's at 3rd, Cran at 2nd. Gusman's 0 for 2, a couple of flyouts today. First pitch almost hits Glenn Moore over in the coaching box there. And they're looking at the photographer's well there. Hopefully everybody's okay over there. Glenn Moore ducked to get out of the way of that one, and then it went into that photography well. But it appears as though everybody's okay. Good news. 0-1 pitch to Gussman in the dirt. Nice stop there by the catcher, Scott. Pitch, little roller off of Gussman's foot. Wait a second. The umpire didn't make a call. And so a run scores. Okay. I thought it went off of Gussman's foot. The umpire says no. So they tag Gussman out, but a run ends up scoring on the play. What a wild play right there. Gussman didn't run. Look at her. She didn't go, but thank goodness Dawson ran. She steps on the bag. Gussman got tagged out. Interesting play, to say the least. Gussman certainly thought that it was a foul ball. I have a feeling this one will be a review, or at least the umpires are all going to talk about it. There you see home plate umpire Mark Brown. We'll talk it over with first place umpire Johnny Paz and second base umpire Brian Crochet. Unusual play there. Let's see what the conclusion is here.
The call on the field is the ball did not hit the batter. Wichita State is challenging that call. The play is under further review.
So they're going to review it. So the call on the field is that the ball did not hit the batter. So let's take a 60-second break while they review this one. This is Baylor softball here on the Baylor Sports Media Network. Still waiting for the umpires to come back out. The call on the field was fair ball. It did not hit the batter, Gussman. And so she was out, and that allowed Dawson to come in to score. We'll just see here. It's an unusual play. If you're Baylor, you kind of like, I guess we'll take the out and take the run. Unusual situation for sure. If it's a foul ball, we go back to having just one away. But here come the umpires to let us know what the call on the field is.
After review, the call on the field stands. The ball did not hit the batter.
So after review,
Wichita State has one challenge remaining.
It was a fair ball, so Gussman is out. Dawson scores. Cran moves over to third base. So Baylor now leads it by a score of 5-1. There are 2 outs now in the inning. So 2 outs. Abby Flores at the plate, a runner at third. This one grounded back to the pitcher. She bobbles it, throws over to first base in time. And the inning is over, but not before Baylor adds another run. On we move to the top of the 6th inning. Baylor leading it now by a score of 5-1. You are listening. Outstanding job in relief yesterday when the Bears took on Wichita State last night. Kept the Bears in the ball game, frankly. And so she'll come in and try and finish this one out. So Lexi Warnke coming in. She got the win yesterday. Went 4 innings, gave up just 2 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. So the 5'8" junior, a right-hander, will step in there as the new pitcher for the Bears. Gabby Scott will be hitting first. First pitch to Gabby misses outside for a ball. First pitch, or that pitch rather, misses. It's ball 2. 2-0 count. So 2 balls, no strikes. Top of the 6th inning here inside of Getterman Stadium. And the pitch over the outside corner, called strike. Two-one count. Pitch. This one roped into right center field, going to be a base hit. Jones bobbles it, but the center fielder Gussman is there to keep it from causing any damage. And that's a leadoff single for Gabby Scott. Her first hit of the ball game. So 1 on, nobody out. That'll bring up the first baseman, Kinsey Woody. This one, high fly ball to left field. Playable though. Dawson moves a few steps to her right. She's under it, and there's 1 away. So 1 out, a runner on first base. The left fielder, Michaela Tosh, will be the new batter. Tosh steps in there. She's 0 for 1. Grounded out in the first inning. This one swung on, slow roller back to the pitcher. Warnke has it, throws over to first base in time, and there's 2 away. 2 outs now. Trinity Allen, the designated player, is due up now. She's 0 for 2, a couple of ground outs in the ball game. This one swung on down the line. Fair ball. That'll score a run. That's an RBI double for Trinity Allen. Past the diving Leah Crayon. And it's now a 5-2 ball game. A hot shot right down the line. And Gabby Scott comes in to score. This one swung on, high fly ball in the infield. The second baseman Piper is under it. She makes the grab, and the inning is over. But a couple of base hits and a run scored for the Wichita State Shockers, so they get the run back that Baylor had gotten the inning before. However, Wichita. Don't forget, Rudy serves breakfast tacos every day until 10 a.m. That's Rudy's or Rudy's.com. Kagan Marshall will be the new batter. She's 1 for 2, had a bunt single and scored last inning. Time is called as the catcher, Scott, needs to get a new wristband, it appears. We're here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Baylor leading it 5-2. This one misses outside for a ball. That one's outside as well. 2-0 count. Low. I think I neglected to mention last inning, we did have a new pitcher enter the ball game for Wichita State. Jade Sanders. We saw her yesterday. And when these two teams played, Sanders is a 5'6" senior from Stonewall, Oklahoma, transferred here from Rogers State. This is outside, so a leadoff walk for Marshall. Marshall at first. Samaya Jones will be the new batter. Samaya Jones comes up to the plate. She is 0 for 1. Did have a sacrifice bunt in the 4th inning. First pitch she watches here is low for a ball. Time is called as the catcher Scott wants to have a word with her pitcher, who started the game off with a walk, or the inning off with a walk, and then throws a ball to the first pitch to Jones, so she wants to settle her pitcher down a little bit. Conversation is over. We're ready to get back at it now. Again, Bears leading it by a score of 5-2. Pitch is up and away for a ball. Ball 2. Marshall standing at first base after a leadoff walk. Pitch. That one's right in there for a called strike. And the pitch. Hard hit ball, but foul. So 2 ball, 2 strike count to Jones. You've got Marshall standing at first base. Pitch. This one lifted in the air, left field. Looks to be playable. Under it is Tosh. She makes the grab, and there's one away. Back to the top of the order we go. Amber Tobin will be the new batter. Amber Tobin is 1 for 2 with a run scored and 2 runs batted in today. Pitch. This one grounded over to first. Oh, there's going to be trying. They try and tag her out. They don't do it. So she's safe at first, and some smart base running there. Marshall goes all the way to third. So the first baseman Woody thought about throwing to second base to get the out, and by the time she decided to try and get the runner out at first, they say she did not tag in time. However, Wichita State wants a closer look at this one. She's explaining to the umpires what she wants to have reviewed here. Let's listen in.
The call on the field is the runner is safe at first base. Wichita State is challenging that call. The play is under further review.
You may have heard the umpire there, Johnny Paz, say that Wichita State is challenging the play. We'll take a 60-second break. This is Baylor softball here on the Baylor Sports Media Network. Tovin was safe, avoided the tag. Wichita State challenged the ruling on the field. Kagan Marshall started the inning with a walk. She advanced to third on that hit. There's a good look at Amber Tovin. You can tell she's played some softball today. Plenty of dirt on her jersey. Diaz, first base coach for the Bears, assistant coach, former standout player for the Baylor Bears. Taking a long look at this one. Baylor returns to action tomorrow, roughly 2 o'clock, when they'll take on Northwestern State. Here come the umpires. We'll hear from Johnny Paz here with an update on what the call on the field is.
After review, the call on the field stands. The runner is safe. Wichita State has no more challenges remaining.
That'll be an upheld call. Baylor has runners at first and third now with one away. So 2 on for Faith Piper, the second baseman for the Bears. She is 2 for 3 today. A couple of singles and a run scored. That'll be an infield single for Amber Tovin by the day. She now has 4 hits on the weekend. Pitch. Outside for a ball on the play. Tovin will trot on down to second base as the catcher has no intention of throwing down there, so they pretty much give her second base. Pitch. This one grounded to first. They're going to come back home. The throw is not in time. Nice slide by Marshall. They throw back down to second, and then the Bears are going to try. No, the throw back there is not in time. Actually, the throw down to second, Faith Piper was out, but the run scores, and there's now 2 away. kind of recapping that. Faith Piper grounds it to first. They throw home, try and get out Marshall. Tag not in time, so Marshall scores. Piper tried to go to second base. They throw down to second and tag her out there. So Carrington Dawson, the new batter. She is 1 for 3 today. Had an infield single and scored last inning. First pitch to her goes off of her foot, foul ball. Pitch is low. And the pitch. This one grounded right to the first baseman, Woody. She steps on the bag and the inning is over, but not before the Bears add a little insurance. They now lead it by a score of 6-2. They'll see if they can finish off Wichita State when we come back with a 4-run lead. Jody Epperson is due up at the plate. She'll step in, the right-handed hitter. She's 0 for 2 today. So Epperson, Schrader, and Smith are due up for Wichita State. First pitch, she watches it in there. It's a called strike. This one up and in. Had to get down a little bit there to get out of the way. Avoids the pitch. Evens up the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. One count. And the pitch. Low. It's a ball. Two one. High ball 3. 3-1 now the count. Outside ball 4. So if you're Wichita State and you're down by 4 runs, you want base runners, and they get the leadoff batter on there. Jody Epperson draws the leadoff walk. Top of the order, Jonna Schrader will be the new batter. She's 1 for 3, singled and scored back in the first inning. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Oh, 1 count to Schrader. Again, Wichita State has a runner at first base. Watches that one. It's a called strike. No balls. 2 strikes now. This one, a slow roller up the middle. Only play is going to be, little indecision there from Faith Piper. She thought about trying to tag out the runner, realized she couldn't, and by the time she tried to throw to first base, it was too late. So now Wichita State has runners at first and second and nobody out. Not sure if she would have been able to get her at first base. Yeah, if she throws that, I think she gets her. Instead, nobody out. So 2 on, nobody out. The new batter will be Smith. First pitch swinging. Tobin has it. Throws to second for 1. Back to first. It is not in time. So they get 1 out at second there. Nice effort by the Bears, though, trying to turn two, but they get the first out of the inning. Wichita State now has runners on the corners with one away. So runners on the corners. Asha Moore will be the new batter with one out. She is 0 for 2 with a walk today. And the pitch. Low for a ball. Pitch. Over the outside corner, it's a called strike. And the 1-1. I think that may have hit her. It did. And now the bases are loaded. So Wichita State making this one interesting here in the top of the 7th inning. Bases are now loaded. We may have a pinch hitter here possibly. Or a pinch runner possibly. Gabby Scott is still going to hit. Looks like number 11, Mackenzie Rooney, will be the batter.
Number 10, Gabby Scott.
Gabby Scott coming to the plate. So Gabby Scott coming to the plate. Pitch. In there, called strike. Gabby Scott is the batter. Wears number 10 for the Shockers. She walked in the first inning, grounded out in the third inning, singled and scored last inning. Watches this one, it's a ball. Evens up the count 1-1. Pitch, a bit outside. Baylor fans thought that might have been a strike. That one is outside as well. Ball 3. Fans in green and gold getting a little restless here. Pitch. This one hard hit ball to right field. It's going to be off the glove of the right fielder Jones, and this is going to be trouble. The throw home to try and stop the third run from coming in is not in time, so that is a 3-run triple for Gabby Scott, and it's now a 1-run ball game, folks. Jones couldn't keep it in front of her in right field. I think we're going to get a new pitcher for the Bears. We'll take a 60-second break to find out who's coming back in the circle for BU. This is Baylor softball here on the Baylor Sports. For the Bears will be Sadie Ross. Sadie Ross wears number 2 for BU. She is a 5'7" sophomore from Carr, Colorado. Sadie Ross will enter the ball game. Sadie pitched yesterday, did good. 5 innings pitched, got a W, 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned. 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. Trying to keep this one from getting tied up here. There's just 1 out. Wichita State has the tying run at third base. So Sadie Ross, the new pitcher. Baylor entered the inning with a 6-2 lead It's now 6-5 thanks to that bases clearing triple by Gabby Scott. First pitch. In there, strike. Kinsey Woody is the batter. She is 1 for 3 today. Did have an RBI single back in the first inning. Pitch. Low for a ball. One-0. Or 1-1 rather. That's up high. Ball 2. Again, Wichita State has the tying run at third base. Baylor hanging on with a 1-run lead here in the top of the 7th inning. Up and high. Up and away rather. Ball 3. 3-1 count. And the pitch from Ross. Watches it. Good pitch over the outside corner. Called strike. With that runner on third here, the strikeout would be just what the doctor ordered for Baylor. Because if it goes in the field of play, you risk giving up a run here. Here's the payoff pitch. Did she go? No, says first base umpire Johnny Paz. Wow, that sure looked from up here like it was very close. Glenn Moore letting Johnny Paz know about it. He's also upset with home plate umpire Mark Brown for not making the call at home. Let's watch the replay. Oof. Pretty close. Glenn Moore pretty heated right there. Feels like the umpires missed that call in a crucial part of the ball game. That was really close. Sure looked like she swung it. I think we'll have a pinch runner coming in to run for Woody. So the runners are now on the corners for Wichita State with one away. The new batter will be Michaela Tosh. She's 0 for 2 today, a couple of ground outs. So runners on the corners, one away. Tying run at third, go ahead run at first. Pitch from Ross. Low for a ball. Time is called as Abby Flores wants to go have a word with her pitcher, Sadie Ross. Sadie Ross in there. If she can finish this one off, it would be her first career save at Baylor. Time is called by Glenn Moore. I think he may be making a defensive change here. Putting in a new right fielder. I think it was Harper Haas going in there possibly. That's correct. Harper Haas out in right field now. The freshman from right here in the Waco area, good defensive player, a good outfielder, has a lot of speed, can cover a lot of ground, has a good arm. So Glenn Moore putting her out there for defensive purposes for Jones in right field. So Harper Haas in right. Pitch low, runner going. They let her take second base. Threw it back to the shortstop, Amber Tobin. So now the tying run at third, go ahead run at second for Wichita State. Two-0 count. Sadie's with the pitch. Swung on, fouled back out of play. Makes it a 2-1 count. And Michaela Tosh is in the batter's box right now. Wichita State with 3 runs already in. It's a 1-run ball game. 7th inning here in Waco. The wind and the pitch. This one hit to right field, going way back over the head of Harper Hass. This is going to score a couple of runs. And Wichita State takes the lead. They're now on top by a score of 7-5 after a triple by Michaela Tosh. She's safe at third. She rocketed that one to the wall in right field. Good piece of hitting. It was low and away, and she took that one all the way to the warning track. So 5 runs now for Wichita State, and they now lead it 7-6. First pitch to Trinity Allen. Check. She was able to check her swing there. First base umpire Johnny Paz says nope, she didn't go. Trinity Allen is the batter. She had an RBI double last inning. She's 1 for 3 at the plate. That one's in there, called strike. This one has shades of the game against New Mexico last night, or yesterday. Baylor gave up 4 runs to let New Mexico tie it. Baylor ended up winning it in the bottom half of the 7th inning. But now they're going to have to score at least 1 run just to keep the game going. 2-1 count. Bunted. Nice one. The throw to first base is going to be not in time. The Faith Piper had to jump up in the air to catch that one. And it's safe at first base, and another run scores. The throw was high, so Tosh came in to score. And the inning continues for Wichita State. It's been fun. Wichita State been a nightmare for the Bears. It's now 8-6 Shockers. Pitch. Outside corner, called strike. Off-speed pitch in there, strike. Makes it an 0-2 count. Still just 1 out here. Swing and a miss, fooled her. And that's a strikeout for Sadie Ross. 2 away. Back to the first hitter of the inning now. Jody Epperson got it all started with a leadoff walk earlier this inning. She ended up coming around to score on that triple by Gabby Scott. First pitch to her, called strike. Pitch, another one. Right in there, called strike. So Sadie's ahead in the count now, 0-2. Here comes the wind and the pitch. This one lifted into the infield. Amber Tobin is under it at shortstop. She makes the grab, and the inning is over. But 10 batters come up for Wichita State. 5 runs come across. They now actually A couple runs here at least to tie it here. They're trailing 8. They trail it 8-6 here as we get rolling in the bottom of the 7th inning. It'll be Leah Cran, Olivia Bittner, and Gianna Gussman due up for the Bears. Sanders back out there in the circle for the Shockers. So Leah Cran coming up. She's 1 for 3 with an RBI today. Again, Baylor trailing by 2. Pitch. This one hit into left field for a base hit. A leadoff single for Leah Cran. Brings the tying run to the plate. Cran with her 2nd hit of the day, just over the head of the shortstop, Ryan. Olivia Bittner will be the new batter. She's 0 for 2, was hit by a pitch back in the 1st inning. Left-handed hitter. Here's the wind and the pitch. Little slow roller, foul back behind home plate. Eight to 6, Wichita State on top here. Bottom of the 7th inning. Bittner the batter. The freshman from Denton. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Big cut there by number 33. That'll put her behind in the count now, 0-2. And the pitch. Little ground ball foul. Right side. Over by Megan Diaz in that first base coaching box. Count will remain 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. The wind and the pitch. Just gets a piece of that one. Nice job staying alive there by the freshman. Tough pitch to hit, just got enough of it to stay alive. Jade Sanders in relief here for Wichita State. As a runner at first, nobody out. Once again, the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So there's 1 away. So 1 out, 1 on. Gianna Gussman will be the new batter. She's 0 for 3 today. She's popped up a couple of times and grounded out in her last at-bat in the 5th inning. Left-handed hitter coming in there. Swing and a miss. Unable to check her swing. Time is called. Glenn Moore wants a pinch runner over at first base. Jada King will come in and run. So Jaden King, the 5'7" sophomore from Midlothian, will come in and run. Again, 1 out, a runner at first in King. The batter is Gussman. Behind in the count, 0-1. This one down the line and left, going to be a foul ball. Hard hit ball, went the other way with it, rolls into the corner there. And she's now behind in the count, 0-2. Bears have Abby Flores on deck. And the pitch. This one well hit to left field. Base hit. How about the freshman coming up? Big time there. Runners on first and second now with just one away. King rather moves to second. Gussman at first base. Abby Flores will be the new batter. She represents the winning run. So 1 out, 2 on. For Abby Flores. First pitch to her. Watches it. It's low for a ball. Bears have the tying run at first base, and again the winning run at the plate in Abby Flores. Abby was hit by a pitch in the second inning, walked and scored in the fourth inning, grounded out in the fifth. So officially she's 0 for 1 at the plate. Time is called now as Wichita State wants to bring in the infield and talk about this whole situation. So 1-0 count to the batter, Abby Flores. There's runners on first and second, 1 away. The freshman Marshall is on deck for Baylor. In fact, that's who Glenn Moore is talking to right now. He's already talking things over with his talented freshman for when she comes up to the plate, hopefully next. They're still talking things over out there in the infield. Home plate umpire Mark Brown going out there to say, all right, guys, it's time to get back at it. So Flores back in the left-handed batter's box here. Runners on first and second. Flores did have 3 homers last year. She does have some pop. So far this year, she's 1 for 4 at the plate. 1-0 count. This one lifted high in the air, foul into the Baylor bullpen out in left field. Evens up the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch in the dirt. Nice block by the catcher, Scott. Keeps the runners at first and second. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. High drama here at Getterman Stadium. Bears trailing by a couple runs, but have 2 runners on base. Pitch in the dirt, gets away from the catcher. Everybody's going to move up a bag. The wild pitch there allows King to move to third, Gussman to second. So now the tying run is in scoring position. 1 away. And Flores is ahead in the count, 3 balls, 1 strike. Pitch in the dirt, ball 4. Bases loaded now. Bases full of Bears. So bases loaded. The freshman, Kagan Marshall, will be the new hitter. You've got the tying run at second base, winning run at first base. Kagan Marshall at the plate now. She popped up in the second inning, had a bunt single and scored in the fourth, walked and scored in the 6th inning. Chance for the freshman to be a hero here. Here's the wind and the pitch. Watches it. It's over the outside corner, called strike 3. Kagan Marshall, a freshman from right here in the Waco area, went to Robinson High School. Glenn Moore and everybody on his staff very high on her ability. And the pitch, low and away, ball. Baylor Bears, walk-off wins the last 2 games. Can they make it 3 in a row? Sanders is ready, pitch. Outside ball. Two-one count now to the freshman Marshall. Casey West on deck, would be pinch hitting here. Sanders looking at a wristband, has her sign. Here comes the pitch. Off the end of the bat, foul ball. Rolls harmlessly foul over by the Wichita State dugout along the first base side. Makes it a 2-2 count to Kagan Marshall. 1 hit so far this year, a bunt single in the 4th inning. She's 1 for 6 at the plate. Time is called. I think the pitcher wants a new ball. Home plate umpire Mark Brown will get that for her. So once again, 2 balls, 2 strikes, bases loaded here. Baylor trailing at 8-6. There's 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. The wind and the pitch. Good eye. Ball 3. Full count. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. This one hard hit off the glove of the second baseman into the outfield. 1 run will score, a 2nd run will score, and we have a tie ball game. A base hit for the freshman Kagan Marshall. An absolute rocket the other way. 2-run score, and the score is now 8-8 here inside Getterman Stadium. Yeah, the new batter looks like it's going to be Casey West for the Bears. Harper Haas was coming up in the work as Harper Haas last inning, earlier this inning, replaced Jones out in right field. So now Casey West is the new batter. Runners at first and second, still just 1 away. Casey West coming to the plate. Abby Flores at second base. She represents the winning run. Kagan Marshall at first base, and Casey West is the new batter. The senior coming off the bench, trying to be a hero here. Watches the first pitch. It's over the outside corner, called strike. And the pitch outside for a ball. Still just 1 out here. Amber Tobin on deck for Baylor. 8-8 is the score. And the pitch low for a ball. Pitch. Did she swing? Yes, she did, says home plate umpire Mark Brown. Two-two. This one, slow roller left side. It's going to roll foul. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes to Casey West. Again, just 1 out here. Bears have runners at first and second. Tie ball game, 8-8 here in the bottom of the 7th inning. And the pitch. Low, good eye. Full count now to Casey West. Again, Amber Tobin, top of the order, is due up next. Here comes the pitch. Low, good eye, ball 4. Bases now loaded. Everybody moves up a base. So the winning run now at third base for the Bears. Good at bat there by Casey West. So Samaya Jones will re-enter and run at first base after a very nice at bat by Casey West. Bases loaded, Amber Tobin at the plate. Amber has a chance to be a hero again. You'll remember in that game against New Mexico yesterday, she had a walk-off winner, a solo homer to center field. Comes up here with the winning run at third. Bases are loaded. Pitch, watches it, in there, called strike. Infield in for Wichita State. They're all coming home with it if they get it. 0-1 count to Amber Tobin. Here comes the pitch. Another called strike right there. Fooled her a bit. 0-2 count. Got Abby Flores standing at third base for the Bears, representing the winning run for BU. And the pitch. Good eye. Nice block there by the catcher, Scott. Keeps it in front of her. Holds the runner at third. 1-2 count. And the pitch. Gets past the runner. Here comes the winning run. Flores scores, ball game. Another walk-off winner for Baylor. A wild pitch allows Abby Flores to come in and score, and Bears win, Bears win, Bears win. Final score 9-8. Baylor wins this one. Their third straight walk-off win. If you're not walking off or even playing, come on, people, this is fun. We'll have a recap of this one when we come back. You're listening to Baylor Bears Softball.